You have to tell me what's right.
I like the Micah.
How do I spell that? How big is what you want?
Yeah, big,
Freaking
large,
cricket.
and in charge. Better cut. Here we go. I get no titty left?
I'm not touching titties right now. Oh, nice and sweaty.
This is how you like it.
This is how he spells it.
I like
the Micah too. Square block. Get all that brown sugar down there, baby. Now you gotta show me your belly button.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
See you around the belly button.
Yep, that's it.
Perfect.
Number one, baby, right there.
I know the same with belly button. Freaking cricket.
A little brown sugar in there for you.
Cricket's the best.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Look at this guy.
How cool do I look? Day one, we got Byron into the top 16. And, well, I mean, we didn't get anything. It was more of like a lottery thing, so we didn't earn anything yet.
Most Byron, you mean?
Yeah, Byron Ethel sucks.
Yeah, Byron sucks.
He's beat me a couple times, but this year,
You got beat by a Byron before?
yeah, I rode my car twice.
Oh,
My car broke. They're like, do your Byron lap, and I was like, for sure. And it was like, snap, axle. And then there was like, snap, ankle kick. Oh yeah, no, the brakes. I lost in battle with the brakes.
That's true. Byron and you
Me and Byron have a history. He's not getting me this year. Car's fine. Had a weird miss. Fixed it. Something went through cylinder 5, and then came out the other end fine. So we beat up a spark plug, put a new spark plug in. It seems to be running fine now.
broken axle.
Broken axle. I think it's the ending of the track. So if it happens later on in competition, you know exactly why.
There's like a bounce there in the.
It's a real hard transition, like a bank, like a skate park. So you come off the flat, you hit that corner, and that back right wheel gets picked up really hard. And when it does get picked up, it extends the axle. So I think maybe they're hyperextending it or just putting a bunch of wear on it. So
I have
we'll figure
noticed a lot of people have been like bouncing that.
yeah, because they're staying wide. So we'll try not to go so wide. We'll try to arc it more. Instead of hitting it with the back wheel, we'll try to kind of like come out of it and turn it into it. We'll see how it goes. We have opening ceremony for top 16. First person up against us is Josh Robinson. From there, we'll go to either Kelsey Rowling or Austin Matt. And then after that, I'm not sure. Top 16, Pro 2. We've been fighting for 4 years for this. Game time.
All the way to the West Coast, definitely a fan favorite. Hold fast, say hello to BMW and the pilot, Micah Diaz.
So Josh Robinson, the Robo-Roo graphic making its way from his Holden Ute now over to this great looking carbon fiber Eurofighter BMW. So is it the Aussie Fighter? The Euro Robo-Roo Aussie Fighter. Let's call it what it is. Going against Micah Diaz. Hold fast. We'll see if he can hold fast and hold angle. Going against the tall drink of water that is Josh Robinson. Great angle for both these guys. Look at this. Oh, we got a battle here, but Micah looks like he has to... Oh, no, I thought he was going to miss that. I thought he was going to check up and straighten out. Robinson off to the races. Pulling, no punches. Oh, and Robinson goes off course. You saw Robinson check up there. Man, these guys are squirrely. I feel like they were in a box and like you shook the cage and then like just go, and they just came out springing, swinging, and slinging some dirt and some tire debris. Ryan, let's take a look at it from different angles here. Robinson circles it back around as, again, Micah Diaz, he had some mistakes here and there. Here it is.
Well, remember, the lead driver setting the pace here. Micah is right on the door there. Comes up a little bit shallow, but you can see a little bit of twitchiness there from the lead driver as Josh comes off that outside zone. Now you can see a separation, and right there, Micah makes a mistake independently, but Josh also goes off course there. So you can see the tight line there by Micah. Josh accelerates to outside zone number 3. Micah trying to drive through the smoke line as he transitions. He loses some angle there, comes up real tight, but then Josh out in front with no hindrances to bother him also makes a mistake by going off course there. So that run was just a little bit all over the place on the second half by both drivers, looking like things kind of happened independently.
All right, so here we go. Micah Diaz now out front. Let's see how he handles it. His first debut here in Pro 2. Happy to see him out here. Fills all of that outside zone. And here's, man, you can't even see Josh Robinson in that smoke. A straight line approach, Mike. Oh, and Robinson spins. Robinson spins as Micah Diaz fills that third outside zone, and now he's all by himself. Does not have the proper line there. Shaves some weight and drops that back bumper. Maybe got a little nervous, a little too excited. A lot of nerves, a lot of eagerness. But, man, unfortunately, came to a halt there halfway through, Ryan, and that Duralast, again, the Aussie fighter, HGK body kit, that carbon Kevlar. A lot of those vehicles out in the drift world now. Again, shout out to Christos Blush.
Well, let's take a look at this again here, Jared. And you can see Micah Diaz gets out to a good jump. Nice initiation, fills that first outside zone completely. Now as Josh Robinson is going to transition into the smoke line, the front end looks like it's going to wash out a little bit here. He's coming in real tight and just pulls out of it there. That may have been him thinking about the car, not wanting to crash into Micah. I think if he would have followed the line a little bit closer, he might have been able to be right there next to him. But now it's in the judges' hands to find out where this battle is going to go.
Woo, 2 hot rods here. Speaking of hot rods, my boy Jeremy Bay and his lady Mara watching from Troy, New York. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jeremy and Mara. Thanks for watching. And who's watching from Australia or Riverside? Because right now Micah Diaz gets one of the judges going his way. 2, Micah Diaz gets the win. Holding it down for the 909, the 951. Micah Diaz gets the victory. Josh Robinson against Micah Diaz. Micah, hold fast. He is out front. And Austin Mata in that chase position. Ooh, man, a lot of Brown being thrown up there. What can Brown do for you? Not much. If you're a drifter, you want to keep it where the rubber meets the road. Now bring it into that third outer zone. Micah Diaz transitions into that outer zone. Nice fluid approach there as Austin making his presence felt there, kind of getting aggressive in the back end of Diaz.
So another very aggressive run there by both these drivers in the grade 8. Mata versus Diaz with Mata out front. And you can see the smoke laid down by both these drivers just now clearing. As we take a look at the replay from above, Mata snappy but drops those tires into the dirt area. Diaz not phased as he wraps back around. There's Mata hitting that inside clip, but Diaz sticking with him as the drone follows him all the way around, and they drive through their own smoke from initiation, and you can see right here as Mata pushes out wise, Diaz has to make that adjustment. Here it is from leaving outside zone 1, going into outside zone 2. Diaz trying to close the door on this inside clip. Mata back on throttle, reaching out and staying as deep as he can into that third outside zone, and then nice fluid transition into the final section, but goes way off course there. And for Diaz, he makes a good adjustment, doesn't follow him completely off, but then you can see he gets pinched up a little bit there past the finish line.
Okay, here we are, the second half of this battle. Now it looks like Mata will lead, Micah Diaz giving chase. So Micah in the BMW, the hold fast BMW. And Mata in the lead. So he did fix his vehicle in the allotted time. Ryan, already 3 drivers in the final 4. Like I said, we'll have you home by dinner time. Ma, Meatloaf, what you doing back there? Never know. Here we go. Mata out front. Diaz in the chase position. Diaz gives himself a little bit of room, but sometimes that will end up costing you. Mata into that front clip. Well done. Diaz tucks in. Whoa, a little late transition for Diaz, but he holds on to it. Talking about the angle and into that outer zone. Ryan, that was a very late transition by Diaz in the chase.
Yeah.
And
Mata also nearly went off course on outside zone number 2. So let's take a closer look here as the smoke really starts to become a factor with this sunlight. Here's Mata out front. Great job on outside zone 1. Diaz, much tighter line, doesn't follow him. He's almost going to get pinched right here on this inside clip, but then watch Mata. Nearly goes 2 tires off. Now Diaz in the chase position is trying to find the right area to transition, gets a little bit sloppy there, then finds the pocket towards the end. So we saw some near massive issues for Mata out front, and we'll see it again from this angle. But look at Diaz really straightens up there, and right there he drops 2 tires. It's a great save,
you mean
actually.
Mata straightened up.
No, Diaz straightened up right after inside clip number 1, but okay. Mata went 2 tires off on outside zone 3. I'm saying it was a good save for him because it could have been much worse than that.
Yes, most definitely.
And we are hearing the judges wanting to take a look at the replays one more time.
Now keep in mind, this was the second run of this battle. Mata called that NGK Spark Plus competition timeout. And now who's going to be going against Jonathan Hurst in the Final Four? Already in the Final Four, Dimitri Brewski. We have Josh Love and one of these drivers plus Jonathan Hurst in the Final Four. Remember, tell your friends to tune in tomorrow for round 1 of the Pro Championship, and of course Sunday for round 2 of the Pro Championship. Here is a look at the replay. Mata out front, Diaz in the chase position. Here it is once again, Ryan.
Yep, the second run here. Judges want to take a look. Let's watch. This is the part where I was saying he was shallowing up. Right there, you can see big correction.
Yep.
And then our attention is drawn to the lead driver who drops 2 tires but saved it pretty well. But there was a big correction there in the chase by the chase driver Diaz. So I think that's what the judges wanted to look at there. We'll verify that. We can bring on Brian just to give us some insight depending on how these scores go and whether or not there's a unanimous vote or we have some split decision going on here.
And we'll throw up a graphic to support this, but tomorrow 11:45 round top 32 begins, and then at 3:45 is when top 16 all the way to trophy ceremony will commence, and that's the same time for Sunday as well. But right now, Austin Mata gets Chris Yule's verdict, as well as, oh man, unfortunately for Micah Diaz, he's knocked out. Austin Mata gets the victory, and Brian Eggert says one more time.
Came out, first round, debuted, Pro 2. A lot of people have been texting me. They're obviously friends. They don't agree with the call. You're gonna kind of be a little bit biased towards your homies. I kind of feel like we should have went one more time, but that's not my call. That's their call. The officials make the calls, we go with them. There's no need to cry river about it. Anyways, came out here, debuted, brand new car, got in the top 8, had some good battles, and the fact is that there's 3 more rounds, and we found a lot of bugs in this car. We got a lot of stuff going. It's gonna be a good time. I'm proud of these guys. A little bit of a learning curve jumping into a new field, new tracks, everything.
At the end of the day, always sweeping.
Hey, Tony! Dad never taught you how to sweep? It's all glamorous. You living the dream. Blah, 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 blah. I am living the dream. It's pretty sick.
Living the dream still requires work.
I don't mind it one bit.